It is 8 p.m. right here in St. Kitts and Nevis. What a wonderful way to come on in when you're listening to the sounds of Peter Tosh. If you don't, what? Don't trust stones.
Don't trust stones.
Don't trust stones at all. If you live in a glass house, don't trust stones. But me not living in a glass house, so maybe I don't know what he mean by a glass house.
So you trust stone, you must be glass.
All right, folks, Radio Land, wherever you are, you're listening to Lovely Lavish Lavi. Once again, we are back with the real talk right here at WINNFM 98.9. And this evening, we are doing something special for all my listening audience out there in Radio Land. And we're also looking at those over there in Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, wherever you are across the globe. We are giving back because we are very proud. And believe it or not, this show has just been started in mid-November. And we are doing wonderful things. We are being, it looks as if like we're getting really some good views. And it is showing that on the big screen, should we say, most popular, the real talk is most popular at WINNFM. And folks did some, folks out there doing the views with Lavi. And they say Lavi is not just WINNFM, But anyway, we'll leave that alone. We're just happy to know that persons out there are loving what we're doing. So tonight, we are going to give back with you guys with Flow. But you must have a phone from Flow. It must be of Flow. F-L-O-W.
Flow.
Flow. So we're going to go with the Flow tonight. And tonight, Flow basically was able to give us a lot of giveaways. And tonight, we don't really have anyone here as a guest. However, I have a co-host with me, and I will be telling you about him shortly. So he will be joining us, and we'll just have a conversation with you lovely people out there. Because tonight we're going to be giving back and saying thank you for listening to WINNFM 98.9 and also with the collaboration with Lovely Lavish Lavi on the Real Talk. So tonight, the viewers, we are saying thank you so much for just, being able to be on the air with us, being able to make us most popular show on WINNFM. And many others are saying not just WINNFM. But like I said, I will leave that alone. So tonight, the giveaways are a 1-week plan, and that's gigabytes of 15, unlimited, so you can do unlimited WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, or wherever you wish to, to release your information and, maybe be nice and cozy. You have a 1-week plan. And this is the way how we're going to do it. All you have to do is to call in, but when we're ready, we're going to make it easy for you guys and a lot of big questions and answers. We want you to win because we have a lot of giveaways, and we have to take advantage of these things when the good company like Flow is giving back, to the beautiful people in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I want people to know you don't have to be from St. Kitts to get it, because remember, Flow is all over, right?
International.
It's international, and there's a lot of persons like diasporas out there, Molly, and a lot of them are out there, and some of them still have local phones, or they will know somebody that have a local phone, because I want to make it very easy for people to win. The good thing is, no one has to come to the station to collect the prize. All they have to do once they win, all they have to do is to give give us the number off the air. You don't want to put your number, or you can message me privately, and we will basically send it over to Flo. So guess what? You will automatically be getting your connection. Everything is digital, and St. Kitts and Nevis is a part of this digital system. And the number to call in, I want to make sure I get these numbers in now. So folks, if you're listening right now, please get your pen and paper to call in at 466-0989, 662-0989, 762-0989. And the numbers that I just gave you guys, I'm going to run it over quickly. This is for St. Kitts Nevis. 466-0989, 662-0989, 762-0989. And for the US and Canada, we're looking at 718-285-6984. Once again, that's the US and Canada, 718-285-6984. And in the United Kingdom, we're looking at 033-344-0065. All right? It is 7 minutes after the hour of 8 p.m. and tonight is an open discussion. We're going to keep it clean. Real Talk is a program here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and it's actually for regional across the globe, many diasporas, wherever you are. Just feel comfortable to know that you have a program where you can call in and give back, share. It can even be you having your own business, but, come and share your stories so it can motivate and inspire someone else. It must be able to motivate and inspire someone else. It just can't be about you. So if it's not something that can inspire and, motivate someone else out there, we'll talk in for you. So tonight I have next to me, across from me is Mr. Mully.
The one and only.
Right. And Mully, matter of fact, Mully, many people are saying to Lavi, I like the fact that you are actually going outside of the box and bringing persons, across St. Kitts and Nevis to come and the airways. So for me, I saw you online. I saw you online. These digits is something else, eh? Right. I saw you on Facebook, and it's just a pleasure to know that, sometimes we're out there on Facebook, we're connecting, and we're right here, and I was able to have you come on in here. And what I like, believe it or not, I recognize that, I listen to you doing your music.
Yeah, I'm a musician as well. I do music. I play keyboard, I play drums. I do a lot of stuff. So it depends on what you want. It depends on what you want to touch on.
Right, but what I realized, didn't you win is a Soca Monarch or something? Did you win something?
No, I was a
some years ago.
participant. No, I never won.
But you had
I had a hit song.
A hit song.
Yeah.
I mean, many hit songs, and your songs and kind of, should I say kind of catchy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in St. Kitts, I say catchy.
They were catchy, and people love them. And, I had to start off with the Laverne. That's the first time I ever touched Laverne to WINNMedia.
Mm-hmm.
And, that song was a hit song. And it's still a hit song, no matter what. So
Yes, it is still a hit song. But didn't Laverne, I'm not sure, did Laverne come on with this other song, the Byron guy? He also had a hit song at that time. Was your song up with that? Outside again?
That was after.
But you had someone else that had, was it DJ or someone had one?
DJ was outside again with Grandmasters.
With Grandmasters. But in that year, I mean, I'm talking about probably 2000, help me. 21. Yeah. So between 2021 and 24, how have you seen the music industry, not just growing, but innovation with it?
Well, it's been there. It's outside there. People loving off the songs and so forth, and I got many feedbacks from persons saying that you must continue doing what you're doing and whatnot, and they are loving it so much. So the feedback is great. great right now. So that's basically about the music right now.
Nice. So, Molly, tell us a little bit about you. Like, where are you from?
I'm from St. Paul's.
Big up St. Paul's.
Yeah, St. Paul's.
So how you say it?
That's how I say it.
No, well, I want to know to say it. St. Paul's.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's.
Yeah.
All right.
It's St. Paul's.
You know, we speak everywhere in St. Kitts have a different accent, right?
I'll give it you.
All right. So big up St. Paul's.
Yeah,
All
St.
right.
Paul's.
Oh, I think I said it wrong, but anyway.
You're good, man. You're good. You're
Okay.
good. They would understand.
All right. So you're from St. Paul's. St. Paul's. So, but Molly, no, well, maybe I'm wrong, but you're always in the city. Because, you know, I've seen you so much in the city, I really thought that you was from somewhere, or maybe the village or something like that.
Yeah, I love coming to town because that's where I get most of my idea from.
Mm-hmm.
And that helped me to think out to the back to see what I will be coming up next week. So I come into town and listen to people, how they're talking, and I grab it. I say, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I'm going to do it for y'all.
Exactly. And I really like that because, believe it or not, right? I think I'm going to say this because, you know, the real talk, we kind of say things outside the box, but clean. I'm born in St. Kitts, and I've been hearing this for so long, and I'm sure you hear it too, where people, if you're from the country or you're from the town, we have a little thing going on where, man, me don't go country, no, me don't go town. But you have to go someplace, and as you said, you come to town and you know what other people want besides people just from St. Paul's.
Mm-hmm. You got to go different places to get different ideas and different concepts of what you want to do.
Exactly,
So,
right.
go out.
Yes, and
They were all the time.
right, and I feel like here in St. Kitts and Nevis, like it's so small, and I know persons will come in from the countryside to go to work, and there are persons from the city who have not been into the country. I mean, I would say that I don't feel like I go to the countryside enough.
When was the last time?
I got some good news for you. The last time I was in the countryside will be actually last week, Wednesday, I think. I went down to Tabernacle.
What are you from, man?
Yeah, well, I went around the land, and I actually went to visit Zook.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a picture with him, and I sent it around, and the amount of people calling me and, you know, bigging up Zook. It wasn't even about me, but just seeing Zook in that picture, the great Zook, you know. And a lot of people who might not know Zook, but the late Patsy Allers and Zook were brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And Zook has been a real community man, and he's almost 80 years old, and if you see Zook still going up in the ground and look good as ever, he's not overweight, and the wisdom that he had to give. And listen, I had to hear all the stories and the different people that he done help. A bunch of people who are politicians now, persons who are doctors, people who are lawyers. I mean, this man helped every single body that you could possibly think about.
Big up Zook one time.
Yeah, so we got to big up Zook and big up Zook family, big up Grace also. You know, big up all the Rastafarians, because Zook is a Rastafarian without locks, eh? I guess when you get older, the locks them kind of fade out, you know, but by heart,
Ready to go.
yeah, man, he's a conscious man, and he's still going up there on the gong and everything. So Zook, big up yourself, and, you know, anybody in this Zook clan, yeah, big up to you. I want to also say good evening to HMP, and I might be a little biased, but I got to say good evening to all the females in the HMP department. You guys know who you are. Big up yourself.
Big up the workers.
No, the inmates.
Okay. Big up all the fellas them.
Like I said, being biased, I'm bigging up the female inmates. You know, there's those person out there listening, and regardless, you know, prison might be a place, but it's human goes there. And I also got to say good evening to Virgil. She's a prison officer. I'm sure Virgil Hodge. I am sure the rest prison officers as well, but I'm singling out Virgil because I feel like Virgil has brought something different to HMP. She's young, she look good, she's a musician, and she's very conscious, driven, and want the best.
She's an Olympian.
And she's an Olympian. Athlete. You see?
Used to be, so.
Well,
Can't run no more.
And well, I ain't gonna get that video because she's still singing. You know, we need to have an Olympic race for the you call it retirees.
former Olympian.
Right. But I think that she has a lot to give still because, knowledge is power. I mean, look at me. I still do here. I mean, some people, they're going to say, I off the map. I could never be off the map. When you're creative, it continues. Virgil must be laughing. But I just got to say to the HMP, good evening to you guys out there and the folks that really want to make a difference. I unfortunately, here in the small islands, sometimes we want things, and I know there's a lot of room for change. And I would really like to see that some rehabilitation and other facilities really come forward because when persons are incarcerated, it is kind of hard when you're not a hard criminal or do hard crime and you just have to be thrown out in there in the ring with everybody else. So for that, I just had to really talk about that.
Yeah, big them up one time.
Yeah, big them up one time. I said I was biased, but I got to say good evening to all the inmates out there. I hope that person's getting enough time to sometimes be people who say it's too late. Even if you can't come back out, I am quite sure that if they had a chance and they can get the message out to tell persons that to be locked down and behind bars is not a good thing.
And the HMP band, I mean, that was one of my favorite bands, especially when they come out during the Christmas season, in the period of Christmas. I always love the HMP band. I mean, I know about the band, but the band is good.
If I know, why am I not just band, Me not a band well, I'm a contributor and a server right here in St. Kitts and Nevis from years ago.
HMP band is good, man.
Since 1988, I have been giving back, and I've seen where weathermen and different persons really have, contributed.
They normally have them out on a Friday afternoon when people just don't work and so, but I don't see that anymore like that.
Yeah, but for the past 3 years we have COVID and stuff like that too. A lot has happened. Folks, if you're out there tonight, it's an open discussion. I have Mr. Mully here with me. I'm so happy to know that we have a Sempalian in the house.
Sempal.
Yes, you see, Lavi Gumbs is not just here to be on the Real Talk. We're here to screen out and, go all over and bring people. There's a number of persons on the internet, and some of them are saying, Lavi, rehabilitation is a must. But wait, somebody say he never win nothing, lad.
I was cheating me out.
G.S. Potter, I don't know.
One of these days, man.
G.S. Potter got what? Got thickened, Lynch. Lad, he got a long name.
That's the same fella that in the Laverne song, when I say he can't talk, that's him there.
Oh, well, he can't talk. He say you never win nothing. It's all in good faith. Big up yourself, Jeezy.
Jesus Potter.
Jesus Potter. Say it again. Come on. All right, folks, if you want to call in to win something from Flo, the number is 466-0989, 662-0989. People call in and win something. 762-0989.
You have a question for them?
Wait,
them to call in for?
You could give them a question right now. Give them something easy.
We'll come back to that later.
Okay. All right. So Queen Shaw is saying, I, for one, feel that we need something outside of St. Kitts beside politics. Well, thank you so much for that. Vanny Griffin, good night. You remember Chef's Place? You was around for Chef's Place?
Not too sure.
Chef's Place used to be in the 90s.
That's when I just born.
When you just born?
My 90 baby.
Oh, he's a 90 baby? You just look like a big teddy bear, and, you're a little chicken, man, a fresh chicken. Alrighty. So Chef's Place, for those, I know there's a lot of people who remember Chef's Place, but that was a real restaurant down there at the best of the Chef's Place that I remember used to be on Church Street, and then right where I have a soup thing in a soup shop. Forgive me for saying thing. Yes, in Tennessee Mall. That's where they used to be. So his daughter Vanny, she's up there in New York, but as you said, you're born in the 90s, so you won't know about these things.
No, my mother won't tell.
But we have to, it's good to talk about them, because,
history.
like, for instance, it's history. And, we had COVID, and, we have some real, what do you call it? historic stuff that took place years ago. And, it's good when people know about these things, right?
So you were there when El Green shop was there too on 4th Street?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So El Green shop.
that's a hamburger and chicken for them kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so Vanny is correcting me and she's saying it was back in the 80s, Lavi. That is so true. Yeah. So if you're 80s baby, but we all right. Hi, good night. Good evening. Caller, good evening.
Good evening, Lavi. Good evening.
Good night. How are you?
Ready to talk with Lavi?
Yes, we'll talk. I'm glad you're calling because I want you to win something. You deserve it. But I hope you have a floor phone. You have a floor phone?
Yes, I have a floor phone.
And
Good night, Molly. Good night, Molly.
Good night.
Man, I want to commend you, man, for your soca music you put out a carnival time, You're young still, man. One of these days you're going to win something.
One of these days.
Let's keep on trying.
And who am I speaking
You
to?
really do a wonderful job at a carnival time. And, maybe you don't have the best of voice, but your music does be catchy.
Oh, thank you.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So keep on trying.
Okay, so that was very good, that what Mr. Politics said. Mr. Politics, I
Hello?
want to ask you a
Yeah.
question, and once I ask you the question, all I want you to do is just answer it, and you're going to win, because I know you're going to say something good. So I'm not even going to ask you, I'm not asking your question to really give me, I want an advice, right? For the people.
Yeah.
So I realize I've been hearing your voice for quite a while, just calling in on different radio station, and very passionate about how you feel with politics or with other things that is happening here in the Federation. What gave you the motivation to do this? Because I really want you to win. Just by answering tonight and keep it clean, and you would win yourself a 1 week plan. So this will give you a chance to be calling in some more on the radio station.
Well, what happened, I don't really talk the politics like before. I call in still, but I do it more constructively and everything. I don't call in with the back and forth politics anymore because election every 5 years. And sometimes you got to give whoever government you elect a chance. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And it really motivates me to the word politics. I love politics. I love to discuss politics. Sometimes anywhere I go and I hear a conversation with politics, I will involve myself. And I listen to radio all the time. I listen to people calling in back in the 90s and all these things when they had voices with Vaughan and Vera and with Foggy and all those things. And I decided one of these days, Saturday, I think that's the first time I call in. I call in for an Inside the News program. They used to have on WINNMedia Saturday time. I think they still have it. And I start from there, and from the time I start, I never look back. Mm-hmm. I always call in, and I used to support the People's Action Movement, and I didn't like certain things under the Labour administration was doing with Dr. Douglas, and criticize constructively and call in and say what I got to say. Mm-hmm. And I go from day to day. When I start out first, I was a little scratchy, but I get calls from overseas, and people commend me for the wonderful job I do, calling in and try to big up the country. And if I see something wrong, I criticize it. And everything, I even get big cuss and all. I get cuss from the public, especially those who support those who support the party, where they like, and I criticize the party. They use me as a kind of negative thing. But as a strong born critician, Nibijan, I always want to do anything positive and constructively for my country when it comes to politics or any government in, and speak out about their wrongdoings.
Well, Mr. Politics, I must say that you have really grown when it comes to your approach. And as you said, that you realize that, you've been calling in and, because sometimes we really get passionate, and everybody have their different beliefs and who they, sometimes opinions we don't like. Nobody calling saying anything bad about something that we don't want to hear, even if it's the truth. But the fact that,
Yes.
as you said, that you decide to get a little bit more respectful too in your deliveries, and believe it or not, you will have more people would want to listen to you, because I find that people listen more when you're easy on the ears to listen. Sometimes it's not how you say things, what you do, but it's how you do it. There's someone
And
tell me to ask
Lavi,
you.
do you know that, not to cut you off, do you know that because they ain't calling in like before and talking the raw politics and cussing, abusing, I get another cuss for it now, people meeting me, hey, you stop calling now,
Yeah.
you're getting this, you're getting that now. Dr. Joe, I don't even go close Dr. Joe. I never had a conversation with Dr. Joe. All these things, they tell me now, because I don't call in and criticize, cuss like before, because I stopped calling and politically cuss views and all these things, it ain't make no sense. Because even your own family members meet you, cuss you, say kind of negative thing about you. So I just, I will call in. If something to say, I will say. If something wrong, I will say. Just like when we left them today, I call in and I talk about the salary, the government, the salary and all those things, and I do it with respect. Yeah, Lavi, you go ahead.
All right. Like I said, I'm proud of you. And as you said, I'm just going to share this with you. And I know you are a mature man and you know better. Sometimes people are going to like you when they see you doing things to dirty other people that are going to please themselves. And as you said, now that you take a different approach, the same people now will still come out and vex with you. So you know that when it comes to politics, they really don't have much of a loyalty, because people just want to hear the punches. But someone asked me to ask you, they said, Lavi, ask him how he feel about America politics, in Trump particularly.
Well, Lavi, to be truthful, right? I listen to American politics, right? But I don't follow American politics like how I will follow the Caribbean politics. You understand? Because what happened that, no care what government, whether Democrat or Republican, get into government up here, black people still get the same treatment. So I do not into it like the Caribbean politics. Yes, I do not into it like the Caribbean politics.
I think that's a wise decision. And you know what I find here in the small islands, right? We tend to have a lot of opinion on the politics overseas, and some of the same things that we do not like that is happening out there, we accept these things that is happening here in our federation among our own people. So I just got to commend you. And tonight, I'm going to let you. I don't know. I don't think I want you to say your number on the air. I mean, if it's okay with you, it's fine.
It's no problem. It's no problem. It's all my fans. It's all my fans. No problem.
Yes. So I want you to
I also do a little business too. So
okay, cool.
when people give me number, they call me and tell me that they want this or they want that.
Okay. So Mr. Politics.
It's no problem giving me number on the air.
Okay. So I'm gonna need your number, and because definitely you have won yourself a 1 week plan. And you can talk all you want. You can WhatsApp all you want. And if you do the Facebook, and it's for 1 week, okay? So, but I must tell you, even though it's 1 week, right? It's a 15 mg megabyte. So you don't want to talk it out too much either, okay? But at the same time, it's going to be for free, and I'm going to make sure you get that. So give me your number quickly.
My number is 660.
660
5901.
5901. And this is what's going to happen. You don't have to come to the station to collect anything. I'm going to make sure get this number in to the people, the good people of Flow, and you're going to see your minutes on going to be on your phone, which I think is a good thing.
Anyway, and all about that, because about 2 weeks ago, I win a plan. I win a plan too. So
well,
Win all and take all.
You hear what Molly say? Molly, this can be a song, Molly say, win all and take all. So that's a what you call that?
Chant.
That's a chant. So look out for
Win all and take all.
for Carnival coming up. Win all and take all. All right. So thank you so much for calling in. And before you go, I want to ask you this here. what topics would you like me to bring here in St. Kitts and Nevis? Me no want nothing politics, please.
Well, I think you can bring topics more to uplift the country. And, the young people at Loot. Talk about the young people because this thing we got to try get our young men and some of our young girls, especially those who eat the alcohol. Because a lot of our young girls following these young men, smoking and drinking. And we cannot let our young people get like that. We got to do something positive to change their mind, to turn their mind from this. The kind of life they live in. Because some of them young live with their parents' home. The parents, they may not have much time with them. And this is the thing that, this is the thing the country got to face. That when them young people, young boys or girls break away, yeah, when you look now, it's bad for the country. And look how much young people now, going, senile, going mental sick and all these things. I have to stop in the psyche ward the other day, and I went up there to look for her. And you wouldn't like to see the amount of young men and young women up there. And these are things that you should bring in your program, bring on like psychologists and all these things to help educate them. Because it's important, Lavi, it's important.
It is
Because
important.
we cannot let our young men and women
Yes.
get loose. Yeah, right.
Absolutely. Listen, I never even expect to just have this one caller stay so long, but you bring a world of knowledge and education. And matter of fact, next week, the topic is going to be how culture relationship affect mental health. So, and the person that is going to be my guest host, she's out there in St. Croix. And this is somebody that is highly educated. Her parents is from St. Kitts and Nevis. So she's going to be on next week to talk about that. And because as just quite very well said, there's a lot of mental illness that's affecting the youths. And one of the things that I see, the stigma behind mental abuse, I kind of figure it out. Nobody want to call out crazy because people align anybody with any little mental paranoid and different things. They call you crazy. And you will hear people saying that, oh, man, nobody could tell me that I'm crazy. So they're going to not accept that because of the closed mind that we have when it comes to mental illness. So I want to thank you so much for this big contribution. And I have your number, and I'm going to make sure that you get your plan and continue staying in tune with lovely, lavish Lavi on the Real Talk. And before you go, what advice would you give to persons out there listening to the Real Talk?
Well, I don't tell people about your program. I got a good partner, living large, but he can't get with FM. And he's very constructive. He's very into the talk show business. And he got a lot of things to say. As you said, Jay want politics. He likes politics too, but I know that he could handle himself doing things different.
Well, Mr. Politics, one of the reasons why I feel that elections, the campaign is over, right? And there's so many people talking about politics 24/7. So I feel like I need to be outside of the box. This is not the time for it, at least at this time. But again, the person that will meet me and tell me how I could have a show without politics, it should have politics, but different strokes for different folks. And I don't feel like I need to have politics on my show. And sorry, give me 1 second.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Listen now, sometimes a little politics will come in. But you make it genuine. You understand?
Right.
Because even in the churches, we don't hear some of the pastors that preach politics.
Well, and that is true. And as I said, I don't mind if people want to call in and maybe share whatever political views. But because I am not, my show is based upon real talk and is to build people to be better. I don't believe in the lot of complaining I believe in being constructive, informative, and something that can actually, make a difference. Because there's so many people that's going on talking, yelling, being angry. They're angry at this, they're angry at that. Every new leader come, and they just on to them, and the same thing. So until people want to, maybe put some action and stop blaming the politician and go in the ring, maybe you can make a difference. How about that?
Before you go, right? Let me tell you something, right? I was behind the unity government. I talk in for them, talk that they could get into government. I rally, I talk, I do all kind of things. Rally, after the unity depart, I had no choice. Because what happened that we elect some guys to put a unity government and they break away. So who I gonna call him to go cut? Who I gonna call him to talk for? Who must call him to do what? I got to give the government a chance. You could say the government young still because it just gone 2 years. It just gone 2 years. You understand? And this is the thing that I tell them election every 5 years. Next election, coming up to the next election, if I see things different and I want to talk out against whoever, do it as a political campaign for my whatever support, I will do that. I will do that.
There you go.
But for now, I'm not in the politics with nobody.
I like
let
that.
the country settle down and let the country run.
I like that. And it doesn't mean that because you don't talk the politics, you don't have your preference. And as you said, it is quite young. We don't have much of an alternative either. There's a lot of persons out there that one will think that they will make good political leaders, but they don't want to get involved. And this is the problem right here in St. Kitts and Nevis, where everybody have their opinion and they don't like this, they don't like that. They get to a point where they get so nasty and cursing out one another. And at the end of the day, nobody putting up themselves to go in the ring.
And let me tell you something now. I respect all the ministers of government, Up till Saturday night, Canvas was up there doing a little walk around in the village here. And I met him and I greet him. I sit down last week, Wednesday, to a funeral. I sit down right by here, Dr. Joe. I sit down right by the two of them. Well, Dr. was a little distant from me, so me and Canvas was in a little conversation and a little talk, then each other and stuff. These things, right? Let me tell you, because you don't know tomorrow who's going to be the minister, who's going to be the prime minister when you're cutting bills alone. I learn a lot. I learn my politics a lot.
And Mr. Politics, believe it or not, right?
Yes.
The same politicians, it is a position-given job. And today for you, tomorrow for you. You see how the people would march to put them in. And you see how they will go on to take them out. So as you said, we got to be very careful. And this is why I bring a show like this. And there's persons out there, they're going to say good about me. They're going to say bad about me. But are they really doing anything for the country? No. But it is almost 8:30. I definitely happy that I have your number now. Maybe one of these days, I don't know your condition, but it would be nice to have you as a host. And I just want to tell you, thank you so much. There's so much other prizes to win. So who knows, if you have to call back in and win another floor, call back in. We're giving away prizes tonight.
The politics gone, man.
He probably run out. But the good thing is that we're going to get a phone plan for him.
Very cool.
I am one for not having too much people on the line for so long. But when people speaking positive things, and tonight is an open discussion, and just to have somebody of Mr. Politics' nature to call in and speak in this kind of manner, you got to let them talk,
True that.
Right, because we have a way to cut off people when they're being very hostile and this,
You have a next caller.
We have a next caller?
No, I'm just saying what
Exactly, right, correct. And people want you to just get rid of them and get them off. But tonight, when something is positive, you got to let it flow. Yeah. Someone said there is... Hello, good night. Hello, good night. You're on the Real Talk with Lavi. Hi, good evening. Hi, good evening. You're on the Real Talk with Lavi. Are you hearing me?
Hello. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, I am. Hi, I'm good.
Make your voice sound so sexy and young.
Oh my God. I don't
Lad,
know.
you sound too sexy and young for me. Like, hi, good night.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
I'm
tonight,
calling.
nice.
Yes.
Well, how come you're calling tonight? May I ask you that?
I'm only here.
Oh, you're
Yes.
calling for Molly,
Oh
not for
God.
me.
Yes, I want Molly to sing a little song for me.
You hear that? See, Molly? Go ahead, Molly. Bust the tune.
Yes.
Which one you want?
Give me something, Molly.
They say,
Anyone,
give you
Molly.
something. Anyone, Molly. Batty flinging, batty flinging.
Anyone. Oh,
Which one you want here?
Molly, bust a
anyone,
tune, no,
Molly.
man. Molly, you have a woman. I
I
thought
know
she
which one.
was. No,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe she have a favorite that she
No,
want
she
to
ain't got a
sing.
favorite. You see how woman
No.
listen, a woman that just get fed up a man. He said, give
No,
me
but
something
all
what
she
you
like
want.
all she like all the song them. Laga,
Okay,
laga,
then.
WINNMedia.
Molly that the
And the count of
shouting.
5, I wanna share the live.
But yeah, hear her. Whoo. Listen, you gotta get her.
So you want more?
She want more.
You want more?
Molly, I need more. That's not it.
If you want me yell, put up your hand.
Good evening, good evening. Thank you so much for calling. Do you have a floor phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so tonight, right, we just want to give away because we just start this program late November, and from since you said November, you could say December, January, up until now, we're basically hitting some steady numbers in terms of the viewers, and we want to tell the many viewers and followers and the audience out there, thank you so much for just taking up the numbers with us. You're showing that you appreciate this show, and it is actually showing that we're the most popular show on Win FM. And
Wow, congratulations.
yes, and it's something that was effortless. Effortless. We never really even was thinking on this whole number thing. It's just to make a difference here. So I want to ask you, tell us something good about Flow.
For me, I know with Flow, I always have service.
With Flow, yeah.
Anytime, yeah. Yeah, I always have service, whether I'm in the country or in town. Like, yeah, my phone works. It
Right.
does work. Recently, I went to Jamaica, and my phone actually worked there as well. So I love it.
Wow. Well, listen, you won yourself a 1 week plan with a 15 mg
Yay.
megabytes, and it's unlimited for WhatsApp or for whatever you want to do with this 1 week plan. And all we're gonna need is your phone number. You don't have to say your phone number out loud, so you can always call back, and I will find a way to get your number, because we don't have any gift certificate. We're doing it so special for your people that it's just gonna come on your phone just like that. Okay. So your phone number, I wouldn't let you be like Mr. Politics. Mr. Politics said that he has a business, so he don't mind. And but definitely we're gonna need your number. But I need to know who am I speaking to, because I don't want somebody to call back and give me a number and tell me that this is the person. Huh?
Okay. Yes. Do you want me to give my name online?
No, they don't have. They're not gonna go to floor. This is gonna go directly on there. That is the arrangement.
Okay.
Yes. So there's no ID
Okay.
to give or anything. It's gonna go
So
directly.
can I message you?
You can message me.
Can I
I can
message
give you
you
my
so you
number.
know it's me?
My number is
Okay, can I take
662 6642.
Okay.
So that's
I'll message
662
you.
6642, and I'm with Flo. I have been actually with well, when it was it was Molly never born yet. I know we had Lime, we had Scantel, we had Cable and Wireless. Yeah,
Be
and
mobile.
we had B Mobile.
Yeah, we know about Be Mobile. You don't tell me about that.
Here, this little boy here for me now. Look how he can kill me now, calling him
We
little
know
boy.
about Be Mobile.
Right. So make sure you message me, right? So I could make sure that you get your gift, because there's nothing with no kind of ID or anything. It's gonna go directly. And if you don't get it by tomorrow, I'm gonna message you back, and also Mr. Politics, to make sure that they get you guys get your wonderful gift because you didn't have to make this time to call in, and you basically call in, and we appreciate that. Do you have anything that you will give a good advice to the young folks out there, especially given the fact that, you're hearing people with PPD and mental illness challenges. You're hearing some of the young men that persons are saying that going out there and smoking, and sometimes a lot of them are not accustomed to smoking, and it really messing up their health and stuff like that. So I don't know if you want to take this opportunity to just give a little short positive talk to someone out there.
I just want to tell them, like, get the help. Like, we all need mental health services. We all need it. So if you need help, just go and get it. Don't be ashamed or anything like that. Reach out to someone you trust and just let them know you're in trouble. Don't wait, until it's too late.
Thank you so much. We truly appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good night, okay? And keep up the good work, because I really enjoy your show. Really, really enjoy your show. So keep up the good work.
Well, thank you, because I
Yeah,
was
listen
going to...
all the time.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I was going to ask you that too, to let the folks out there know why you listen to the Real Talk with Lavi on WINNMedia.
It's just refreshing. The Real Talk is refreshing. I just love it.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you for calling. Okay. So someone is saying here, people will respect you more when you are not one-sided. I guess they was talking about when Mr. Politics was talking about, the different politics. So they're basically saying that people respect you when you're not one-sided. And I believe that it's not just for politics, but some people just superficial. And, there's a lot of people don't want to hear all this lot of negative. I got to say good evening to Mr. Rudolph Gillard over there in New York. I see a lot of diaspora on the line tonight. Good evening to Marva. Marva is saying there are other issues in society to address other than politics. Thank you so much for that, Marva. Marva, someone is saying, Molly, someone is saying, he needs to sing me, what? No want no girl who can cook. Lala. You have a song like that?
Yes.
So can you give the people what they want?
You ain't got a song, John?
Jam, so you have the song with Molly. It said, can cook.
Up that quad.
So try to pull it up because...
Me no want no girl who can cook. I want me dashing.
So, but let me ask you a question. Why it always have to be the woman that can cook?
No, I love to see ladies look good. I love to see ladies, stand out and, be a woman for themselves and so, but have to adjust it that way for them to understand.
Okay, so our technician is looking for the song.
Yeah.
Yes, our technician is looking for the song. So that song will be coming up shortly. If you're listening to Lavi and Molly. We are all beauticians. Molly, where are you from again? He's from St. Paul's. Gotta say good evening to the folks out there in the Eastern Caribbean. So first, I must always say good evening to the Leeward Island, Windward Islands, and the BVI. Folks always say, Lavi, you come down to the U.S. Virgin Islands and, say hello to the people from the BVI. So, Molly, you know what I realize when we hear on the airways? A lot of people don't know how powerful we are because sometimes people just want to know that you recognize them. People like recognition.
I'm too shy about it.
What's with you there? Somebody say something?
Sarah says she want a man who can cook. So
Right.
what I wanted to, tell the folks, when I was small, around 9, 10 years old, my father has a camera. He usually tape us, do whatever he does. So I was home and I was on vacation, school closed, very miserable body. Ain't got nothing to do. And I took his camera out of the case. And I did play with it and whatnot. So when he comes home now, he he realized that the camera was, it move or whatever. And he asked me, what am I? How come you took up the camera? And I get a lot of blows for it. Trust me, when I say blows can't done. A lot of licks.
Who you get the blows from?
From my father for taking up the camera. So I was coming up on a bus tonight and I was telling somebody that when I was small, I got the licks and whatnot. But today, as I stand, look what am I doing now for the blows that I got.
You right here with Lavi and the real talk. And there you go.
That's when the ladies are dancing, you know. Mama, you can just song. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I got a lot of licks and so forth. And
All right, we have a phone call. So good evening to the lovely person that is on the line right now. All right, folks, I think we just had a caller. Caller, you can call back to win.
maybe they were dancing.
That special plan with Flo tonight.
And Darling will never at the same time.
Tonight, Flo has basically give us some giveaways. Hello.
Good show.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Lavi. Good show, Lavi.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And Molly from 10 Paul. Molly can't talk, you know. Molly does 10 Paul.
And you know, this is the whole idea of having people to come out. There are persons that have disabilities in many areas, but it doesn't mean that we don't have the ability to do things just like anyone else, you know?
Yeah.
And this is your first time calling in on the show, right? The Real Talk with Lavi?
Yes, Laverne.
Have you?
Laverne. You used to do here, right?
Yes.
Yes. You know me.
Okay, did you listen this show before that?
Well, I listened already the other night, but I tuned in late.
Oh, well, tell me something. Are you with Flo? Is your phone line with Flo?
Flo.
Well, tonight.
I was calling the cell and me getting on you. I
Oh,
was calling DG and I was calling Cable Wireless.
oh,
So I use my cell phone to call the number.
yeah. Well,
Yes.
tonight,
My
tonight I have a gift for you, right?
Yeah.
And all I basically want to tell you is to tell us your experience with Flo.
Well, me got a problem with them.
All right, good. So I'm just going to leave it there. So tell us your experience listening to the Real Talk with Lavi tonight. What are you getting from this show?
Well, it's a good show. Just talk sense because I was listening to Mr. Politics. You and Mr. Politics and then the lady. She said she's from Jamaica.
Yes. And you know, if you notice, I let Mr. Politics speak because I know other persons. It's only 1 hour. But I feel tonight he was doing more than just talking. I feel like he was giving a contribution and a strong message. And when we have positivity, you don't cut off the positive. You know, you let it flow.
Yeah, I was listening to you and Lucas the other night. That is the first time I listened to y'all.
Oh, that's nice. But before you go, because I don't want you to run out your minutes, it is actually 8:54, so we don't have much more time. But definitely, I want to get your number, and I'm going to give you my number. You know how to text, right?
I could give you my number, you know.
Okay, good. So give me a number.
Yes, 669
669
3841.
3841.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all I'm going to need. So it's 669 3841, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna look out for a 1 minute, a 1 week plan. It's gonna be definitely it's gonna come on your phone. If not, hopefully not this evening, but definitely sometime tomorrow.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome so much, and thank you so much. And be sure to tell people to tune in to the Real Talk next week. You can listen off air, so I will let you know who's gonna be our guest for next week. Okay?
Yeah, okay, no problem, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
I love you,
All right. So, we only have like 5 more minutes. I must say, I recognize that you have a person that know you. There's a number of people that is calling and I know you, Molly. And I wouldn't mind having you coming back and to be a part of.
Quick, the hour done too quick.
And
Like half an hour.
no, you'll come back.
Yeah.
What I'm
fly by.
yes, but the good thing is, so far everybody that comes on the show, the hour goes by so quickly, and I feel good because they want to come back. So we're gonna talk about that off air because you can come back and do the same thing and be a part and keep the conversation. Folks, thank you so much, but I want you guys to know that the hour is very short. We have the giveaways that's going to be continuing, so you don't have to think if you don't win tonight, you can win next week. And next week we have in Miss Charlene Gumbs. She's out there in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, and she is a professional in the crisis unit. She's a professional in so many different areas. Seem like I'm getting, I don't know. I hope it's just not a sore throat, but anyway. Yeah. So she's going to be our guest next week, and we're going to be talking about how culture relationships affect our mental health. And of course, this is going to be something very timely. She's very professional. We might be having another professional that's going to sit in with me if they happen to get away from their work. So it's going to be some professional up in here. And a number of persons are telling me, Lavi, this is the time to really get this message out to persons that are going through mental illness. But I will tell people out there, mental illness don't have a face. It can be me, it can be me, it can be you. And a lot of things why a lot of persons are hiding when it comes to mental illness, a lot of persons are not, they're in denial because nobody wants to be called crazy. And this is the stigma that has been with mental illness, especially in the smaller Caribbean islands. And we have to recognize that for the past 4 years, the country has been hit with, matter of fact, let me say since 2019, the country, the world has hit with a pandemic. And the country in many places were locked down. Young people in particular was, they suffer a lot of difficulties. The young men also. And a lot of people not accustomed. I mean, imagine Molly said log on and, tomorrow he come and he cannot log on. There's a lot of persons that have not dealt with this situation properly. And there are persons who got bored. And, there are persons who got bored and out there don't know how to cope with things. And they will go and maybe do things that they're not accustomed to. And it can really affect your mental health. A lot of people are not mentally strong. So next week, with the Real Talk, we're going to have a professional. But before I go quickly, somebody said, Lavi, big up Vanny, your girl up there in New York. She always online. And that is so true. I mean, I can't call everybody, but thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We have come to our time. Mr. Molly, we just have a second to get you out of here.
Log on.
And that's what I like about Molly. He's very short in words. He said, log on.
Log on to Real Talk.
Log on to the Real Talk. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you guys. And I'm going to see you guys next week. Share the page and tell everyone that the most popular show in St. Kitts and Nevis right now is the Real Talk. Log on.
Well, on me life.